Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason and I will be bringing you today's episodes. Now this is just an update of our intro. As usual, I'm going to put most of it at the end of the video so you guys don't have to sit through too much. Just want to give the usual shout outs of appreciation to those who who have purchased a coffee for us and to all of our patrons. I hope you guys are enjoying the exclusive videos we're sending out to you guys every single week. We're trying to put out 4 or 5 of them a week, focusing a little bit more on that. We are going to do another test live stream this coming Monday. Probably going to test it on the Patreon site. I already know it works on the YouTube site. And we've got a lot of other exciting things that we are trying and that we could use some help from anybody that might be interested. Answer some questions for us if you have some knowledge in certain areas. Just check the end of the video for what it is that we could use a little bit of help on. And otherwise, we also have the new, I guess, super videos, the compilations of a dozen or so of our previous videos that we're putting up every day as a premiere. There's a suggestion of one of our fans as a way for the fans to be able to come on and do some super chats and super stickers if they wish. So I figured I'd give it a shot for a week or two, see what happens. And otherwise, we're going to go ahead and jump into today's video. Okay, everybody. So for today's video, I want to talk a little bit about house edge and some of the things that people don't really think a whole lot about as far as house edge goes, and especially how it pertains to craps. See, the thing is, you look at I'll use blackjack as an example. Blackjack has a pretty low house edge, and especially if you play quote-unquote by the book or as close to mathematically correct as you can. Like any other game in a casino, the odds are against you. And that's the thing. One of the things with house edge, the odds are always against you. House edge just describes how slowly you're going to lose. That's all it describes, how slowly you're going to lose. Has literally no bearing on how you're going to win, just how slowly you're going to lose. You're just going to lose slower. But the thing about blackjack is that those hands are decided then and there. The cards start coming, and there's a winner or a loser. A lot of bets in blackjack, in craps, are not that way. Pass line bet, for instance. Pass line bet can win or lose on the come out roll, and in those instances, it's a 2-to-1 favorite. But otherwise, it's going to set a point. And once that point is set, now it's a whole different ball game as far as the win lose factors. Same thing with place bets. Place bets stay up. They stay up until the 7 out comes, or you choose to take them down. Hard ways, buy bets, DCs, don't passes, direct lays, they place to the point. Those are all bets that stay up, and calculating the odds gets very, very, very difficult. I've checked through a few websites and a few mathematicians' works, and what I've discovered is that they talk about the best ones talk about 2 different sets of odds, 2 different types of odds: single roll odds and then bet resolution odds. What that means is if you bet the pass line bet while the point is off, what is the house edge for the very next roll? Just the very next roll. That's it. And if you bet the pass line bet till bet resolution, what is the house edge going all the way through until the bet either wins or it loses? Right? And that's a little bit more accurate for most of these bets that stick around. Now, that being said, what is the best house edge until bet resolution on the table? And in general, it comes out to the don't pass, which I think most people already realize. The don't pass and the don't come does have, from all the different places I looked, it's pretty universally agreed, the don't pass and the don't come do have the best house edge until bet resolution. And when it's until bet resolution, it comes down to about a 0.4%. When it's just single roll, then it's a little bit different. Same thing with the pass line. It's the house edge is much, much higher on a single roll, but when you go towards bet resolution, things change. Now here's the thing, the pass line bet is showing up in general most of the time as a 0.42. So it's very, very, very close when it comes to until bet resolution, where the bet does win or lose. Technically, the best odds, the lowest house edge, are actually odds. Odds back there, or lays. Both of those have the best house edge because the house edge is a whopping 0. There's no house edge. They are true odds. Now, that actually fools a lot of people when they do direct lays. They'll do a direct lay thinking that there is no, because there's no house edge on lays, they figure they do a direct lay. That means that they've got no house edge and that the odds are favoring them, or at least not favoring the house. But the reality is that they had to pay a vig. They had to pay a 5% vig, 5% of the winnings. So that ends up leading to a house edge. Ends up leading to a house edge for the casino. So the casino has absolutely no problems against direct lays. Although, like we've said in the past, the casino is not scared of any strategy. Any strategy that follows the rules of the game does not scare the casino because they know that the math and the odds favor them on all strategies. Plus, of course, you've got the players that just the way they play favors the house. Perfect example of that last night. As soon as I walked into work, very first table I was on had a massive roll, and we had players that won thousands and thousands of dollars during this massive roll. One player in particular, because he was the most aggressive of everybody, so he won thousands. We'll just say multiple thousands. And within the next 6 hours, gave it all back plus more. The crazy thing is, his initial bet, his buy-in on any given roll is only $100, less than $100. He puts less than $100 on the table per shooter. He was up thousands of dollars and gave it all back. It's not that he increased his bets or got more aggressive or crazier. No, he kept playing with his basic little strategy. He'd won thousands, gave it all back instead of going home. So a lot of players favor the house based on their mentality because they will not walk away. They continue chasing. Somebody buys in for $500, wins $2,000. In their mind, well, if I won $2,000 off $500, well, if I increase my bets, I can play $2,000 and win $8,000. It doesn't work that way. The odds don't favor you. Which of course leads to the common lie of the house edge. A lot of players, and it's the reason that when we discuss house edge in most of these videos, we turn off the comments because otherwise we end up having to delete a whole bunch of them. A lot of people get very, very, very dogmatic about their betting strategy. The thing is, no strategy is the best. Not a single one. There's no strategy that is the best. They all have different things they are targeting, from the certain length of rolls, to medium length of rolls, to longer length of rolls, to the exceptional rolls, to cold tables, to just trying to play for as long as possible, to killing some time, to the quick in and outs. Every strategy has its own little finite area that it is shooting for. No strategy is the best. But some people get super dogmatic, especially when it comes down to house edge. And I repeat, house edge only means that you lose your money slower. Has zero bearing on how much money you can win on a hotter roll. And that's what most people are playing for. The extended rolls, the 10-minute rolls, the 15-minute rolls, the 20-minute rolls, the 25-minute rolls. When you start hitting into those, house edge means nothing. Absolutely nothing. Has no bearing on how much you're going to win. The only thing house edge has any kind of bearing towards is how slowly you lose your money. That is it. So high house edge or very low house edge bets are part of the strategy of people that are just trying to play for a long period of time on a finite budget. And there's a lot of people like that. People come out to Vegas. Remember, this is supposed to be entertainment. So people come out to Vegas for, say, a 4-day trip with a set budget. They're not looking to lose their entire budget in the first 30 minutes on the table. They might be looking to buy in with 5% of their budget and play for 6 hours, being entertained and having fun. That's what this is supposed to be. I had a couple players. I have 4 kids come up to the table. Well, the kids to me, very, very early 20s, come up to the table last night, buy in, and they ended up losing all their money. They were fairly new craps players. They knew the basics, but they were an absolute blast to deal to. An absolute blast. They're exactly the kind of players that we'd love to see. They didn't care if they won or lost. I mean, obviously we want people to win, and a couple of them did win, but they were just fun. They were having fun. They weren't loud and obnoxious. They were just having fun. They were having fun. They were joking with each other. They were laughing. They were having a blast throwing the dice. They were having a blast putting their bets down, moving around, seeing whose would win, whose would not. And they were respectful and friendly to the dealers. They were just fun. And that's what a lot of players are. A lot of players are just straight up fun because they're just out here to be entertained, to have fun. So I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. We will catch you guys next time. Bye now. Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that. But the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and how to build up the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on t-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area also, please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me, and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.